not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. We can't change everything right away, but when we face something, we can better see where and how to change. I think the philosophy of identity, which is classified as part of ethics, has a lot to contribute to new discoveries which hold abundant potential. For this reason, I stand here today. I want to show all of you the impact your identity can have towards making a better world. I agree, it's not as straightforward as it seems. However, together, we can start to unlock something great. Socrates said, "You can't teach anybody anything, but you can make them think." For me, the first step towards building successful innovation is by asking questions such as why and how. The way of making room for these questions is by being curious and involved in thoughts arise, no matter how far you think they may go. This is how I started my philosophical journey, because I was not afraid of questioning the world. Let's say I want to save the world. Now, the next step is asking myself, how can I do that? Or who do I want to help? And what knowledge is still missing? I guess these are very challenging questions to ask at first, but they give meaning and are inspiring to future innovation. Innovation has a great power to disrupt. I guess all you need to do right now is think, how can my value contribute towards making a difference? We are all aware by now that we can't say stop to innovation. And I am about to show you a way that we can still continue improvement using ethics. So, what do you define as ethics? Ethics are considered to be moral principles that guide a person's or group's behavior. And these are often principles that we're taught are right, or that hold a particular meaning to us. I wish to focus on the last part, because many people try and convince you of what is right. However, ethics is more about who we are, what our identity truly is. In technology, that holds a philosophy that cares for other people, and care is an example of an ethical value. I am also sure you know that machines can only assume who we are. Therefore, machines can't make as wise a judgment as we can. An example of this is algorithms that many companies use as a method to hire individuals. By using an algorithm, it can see whether a person is fit enough for the role. However, the algorithm only looks at a checklist, which doesn't include human connection, communication skills, or any emotional intelligence. So it turns out, it's not neutral like we thought. All it does is voice certain biases more. And this can prevent things such as diversity in the workplace. For me, the base of ethics is being human, which is why we need value-based innovation. Technology needs ethics because each advancement has ethical implications. A dilemma that represents this is the big need for privacy and security. Where do you draw the line of safety? And can it come to the point where your identity is stolen? For me, it's how we use innovation, making sure we have the right balance between change and an omnipresent stability, ethics. Innovation is dependent on us. Humans offer questions, and we are also behind every answer. I am now going to show the impact this has on our daily lives. For those of us that use social media, it's evident what sorts of struggles and benefits there are. Following off from algorithms, every one of us has a digital identity that we portray. However, unlike you think, we are starting to lose control over ourselves. Let's take Instagram as a good example. And let's say you like a really cute dog post. The next morning, you find a ton of dog posts on your feed. The algorithm of Instagram immediately assumes the only thing you like are dogs. It can't tell anything else about you, because let me guess, it's not human. But this changes the way you see yourself. You see yourself as a dog person, when you equally like cats. Everyone else is a dog lover as well, so why wouldn't you be? More people are doubting whether they are cat lovers too, because their feed tells them differently. And suddenly, without even realizing, the algorithm is putting us in a box. Only thing is, you don't need to look at many similar posts for it to immediately jump to conclusions. And I think this is how the majority of us lose control over our feed, especially on the For You page. Think about it. You're not the only one who's going through this. I'm 13 years old, and I have downloaded Instagram 4 months ago. And since then, I've received explicit messages from total strangers, lost touch with the real world, but also saw a side to myself, which, although I knew was inaccurate, invested way too much time into. I basically had an identity crisis and many emotional breakdowns. However, I'm now on my first social media break, and I'm starting to regain control over who I really am. And of course, I will download it again, only this time with more awareness and more control. Every single one of you has the power to find hope in social media. No matter if you've had it for years, or if you're a newbie like I am. Social media is a tool. So the way we individually use it is key, as this is how others aren't afraid of showing their true selves. Together, we can create a collective identity and free ourselves from the mold technology has allowed us to create. Aristotle said, excellence is never an accident. I believe there is a way in which we can rethink our approach. Excellence is a result of choosing what is wise and making an effort to do so. We must therefore rethink our approach of innovation and technology. Technology in recent times is only creating more reliance on ethics. It has the power to make you change and belong into who you really want to become. By allowing change, you have the possibility to become an even better version of yourself. Innovation has many benefits, and only ethics can help us see them. In conclusion, identity is a main contribution towards building successful innovation. Identity is the purpose we need to build thriving innovation. We need to put values into our innovation, not let innovation replace values. We should move on for the sake of our reputation. We should move on if we really want to make a difference. We need to be innovators, not imitators. We can grow in a way that supports these moral values because a purpose is what innovation needs. A purpose itself might not change, but the way of filling it will. And every person that innovates is interpreting certain fixed values in a new way. As humans, we should not have to fit a mold. Instead, we can make the mold fit us. Together, let's put our identity in innovation, not innovation in our identity. Thank you for listening.